All right, so I'm going to tell you a little secret. When I started my first reno, I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know how to lay tile. I have no clue how to fix plumbing. I even really didn't know how to calculate costs. I didn't know which materials to choose. And don't get me started on timelines, permits, all of the things. I didn't know. But here's the thing. I didn't have to. From day one, I knew success wasn't about doing everything myself. Nope. It was about finding the right people, the experts who could bring this vision of affordable housing and renovating the crappy to happy to life. Hey, I'm Brad Holzman. I'm a former A&E television executive, now turned real estate investor and content strategist. Today, I want to share how I built a team that made renovations possible. And honestly, fun. We're having a great time. So whether you're flipping or renting or burring, the secret to a great renovation isn't knowing how to do everything. It's knowing who to bring into your corner. It's also knowing what you're good at and really knowing what you're not good at. So before you even think about renovations, you need to really start with your strategy. And ideally, you have multiple strategies, but pick one because you want to go down the road with one. So here's why. If you're flipping, you're going to aim for upgrades that sell fast. The kitchens, the bathrooms, and you gotta have curb appeal. Think about it. When you're walking in and you want to buy a house, curb appeal is everything. And you look for the kitchens and bathrooms. But if you're renting, if you're maybe renovating a property or buying it to rent, think durability. You want materials that last and minimize maintenance. And if you're burring, your focus is on upgrades that boost the appraised value for refinancing. Because the more it appraises for, the more money you're going to get back. And then the more money you get back, the more that you can park in the next deal. Your strategy will determine your plan. And once you have that plan, now the fun part begins. You can start building your team. So, of course, I didn't start trying to figure out renovations myself. I started to find the people who knew how to do what I couldn't. And when I started, I didn't even know how to make those decisions, but here's the key. I didn't have to. I just needed the right experts to guide me. Who, you ask? All right, well, here's who I leaned on. Number one, my contractor and partner, RJ and Dylan. They are the partner in execution because I didn't know renovation costs. I know a little bit, but I didn't really know. I didn't know timelines, which is very important when you're looking at a deal, but they did. So find someone with experience in your strategy. So if you want to flip, find a contractor that flips. If you want to hold on to the property, find a contractor that knows how to do that, or both. Designer. Oh, come on, designer. This is where my wife comes in. She's the creative mind behind our project. She blows me away every single time. Holy cow, our renos are beautiful. From layout to the finishes, her design vision is what makes the spaces shine. You also need a mentor. So if you're just starting, you want to find someone who's been there, who's paved the path ahead of you. They can help you avoid mistakes and see opportunities you might miss. And then, probably one of the harder parts, you need specialists in all areas. Sometimes your contractor can bring this forward, but you probably need to have a pulse on this. Electricians, plumbers, painters. You want to know who to call when you need them. You don't need to be an expert, but you need a network of people who are the experts. So here's what I've realized. And I know it's early on in my journey, but I've realized you don't have to be the expert. I know I've said it. You just need to build the right partnerships. That's the key to this business because I didn't know renovation costs. but my contractor broke it down for me. I didn't know how to design a functional space, but my wife's vision brought it all together. And I didn't know how to prioritize. But my mentors, they've helped me focus on what matters. These partnerships, they've turned my renovation fears into opportunities. And let me tell you, seeing it all come together has been one of the most rewarding parts of this process. So here's the big lesson. Success isn't about what you know. It's about who you surround yourself with. Success isn't about what you know, it's about who you surround yourself with. The right team doesn't just fill the gaps in your knowledge, they amplify your vision. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by renovations, remember this: you do not have to do it all yourself. You want to lean on experts. You want to communicate your strategy, communicate your strategy, and watch the magic happen. So are you thinking now about getting in the game? DM me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'm everywhere. And let's talk about how you can find the right people for your project to get started. And Monday? Yep, that's Monday. We're going to dive into why every deal needs multiple exit strategies. Very important. You want a plan B and maybe even a plan C, and how having those plans can save your investment. Let's build your vision together. See you tomorrow or Monday. Have a good weekend, whenever you're watching. Peace.